Some objects throughout history have been feared for the bad luck and harm they bring to anyone who owns them. These cursed items seem to carry a dark, threatening force, causing accidents, misfortune, or even death. In this video, we will explore the haunting stories behind 3 famous cursed items and the strange, terrifying events which are linked to them. So light a candle, dim the lights, let's open the case. In the heart of the Smithsonian Institution lies a gem that sparkles with an ethereal blue hue, a jewel that has been the centre of wealth, power, and unspeakable tragedy. The Hope Diamond, weighing an astounding 45 carats, is more than just a beautiful stone. It is a relic steeped in blood and shadowed by a curse that has spanned centuries. The origins of the Hope Diamond are as mysterious as the misfortunes it has caused. There are many possible origins of the stone. One such story explains that the diamond had originally been plucked from the eye of a statue of the Hindu goddess Sita in India. The diamond was smuggled into Europe by the French merchant Jean-Baptiste Tavernier. Though Tavernier initially prospered, he supposedly met a grisly fate, torn apart by wild dogs during a journey to Russia. When the diamond came into the possession of King Louis XIV, the curse's deadly reach extended to the French monarchy. Louis XIV purchased the diamond, and he gave it to his mistress, Madame de Montespan, who, just after receiving the diamond, fell out of favour with the king. A man called Nicolas Fouquet was the guardian of the French crown jewels. He wore the diamond for a festive occasion and was later disgraced, imprisoned, and executed by order of the king, Louis XIV. The king would later become incredibly ill, eventually dying of gangrene. Louis XVI and his wife, Marie Antoinette, then inherited the diamond. They met their end beneath the blade of the guillotine during the French Revolution, a revolution that some say was fueled by the curse of the Hope Diamond. Throughout the centuries, the diamond passed through the hands of wealthy collectors, bankers, and socialites, each meeting mysterious deaths, financial ruin, or inexplicable disasters. There are records of at least 20 people owning or wearing the diamond, all of which fell victim to the curse in one way or another. The diamond then made its way to the Smithsonian in America. A man called James Todd delivered the Hope Diamond to the corporation. Shortly after the stone had been delivered, his leg was crushed in a truck accident, and in a separate crash, his head was also injured. He then lost his home to a fire. The tragedies surrounding the diamond were so consistent that many feared even to touch it. Whilst the tragedies could be considered bad luck, the sheer amount of people falling victim to misfortune or death makes the diamond a very dark yet intriguing subject. Today, the Hope Diamond rests safely behind glass in the Smithsonian in America, its curse locked away, yet its sinister past continues to haunt those who dare to gaze upon it. Deep in the heart of Louisiana, nestled in the small town of St. Francisville, stands Myrtles Plantation. The plantation, built in 1796, is not just a historic site, but also a focal point of supernatural activity, earning it the title of one of America's most haunted homes. Amid the accounts of ghostly apparitions and strange occurrences, one artifact is particularly infamous: an antique mirror believed to be cursed and haunted by the restless spirits of a tragic family. The story of the Myrtles Plantation mirror begins with the Woodruff family, who once lived in the house during the 19th century. According to legend, the family met a tragic end when Sarah Woodruff and her 2 children were poisoned by a slave named Chloe, who had been seeking revenge for her own mistreatment. After their deaths, the family's spirits were said to have become trapped within the plantation, but one detail in particular seemed to bind their souls: an ornate mirror that had been left uncovered during the mourning period. In Southern tradition, mirrors are often covered after a death to prevent the spirits of the deceased from becoming trapped. However, this mirror was left exposed. It is believed that the souls of Sarah Woodruff and her children were captured within its reflective surface. Over the years, visitors to Myrtles Plantation have reported a host of unsettling experiences tied to the mirror. Guests and staff alike have claimed to see the faces of a woman and children peering out from within the glass, faces that are not their own. These ghostly figures are often described as sorrowful, their expressions frozen in a state of perpetual mourning. Some visitors have noticed tiny handprints appearing on the mirror, even after it has been cleaned. Others have witnessed smudges or streaks that resemble the outlines of figures, as if someone or something inside the mirror is trying to communicate or escape. The mirror's curse does not end with these visual disturbances. Those who spend too much time near it often report feeling an overwhelming sense of grief and despair, as if the sadness of the trapped spirits within are still suffering. There have also been accounts of people hearing faint whispers or cries emanating from the mirror, further adding to its haunted reputation. Despite, or perhaps because of, its dark history, the mirror remains on display at Myrtles Plantation, drawing curious visitors who hope to catch a glimpse of the paranormal. It stands as a poignant reminder of the tragedies that unfolded within the plantation's walls. The mirror begs the question, could the family be helped? Or are they doomed to remain in permanent sorrow within the cold, reflective glass? The Myrtles Plantation mirror continues to captivate and terrify those who encounter it, a reminder that even unassuming objects which bear witness to tragedy can become a silent witness to the tragic past. In the dim light of an old English home, a young boy stares out from a canvas, his eyes brimming with tears. This is The Crying Boy, a painting that has adorned the walls of countless homes, bringing with it a trail of fire and devastation. The story of the Crying Boy paintings began innocently enough. In the 1950s, Italian artist Giovanni Bragolin created a series of portraits depicting sorrowful children. These paintings, though sad, became incredibly popular across Europe, and by the 1980s, thousands of copies hung in homes throughout the United Kingdom. But then the fires began. In 1985, a house fire in Yorkshire completely destroyed a family's home, all apart from one item that remained eerily unscathed: the crying boy painting. This was not an isolated incident. Soon, reports flooded in from across the UK of homes ravaged by fire, with firefighters discovering that the paintings always survived the flames. The Sun newspaper sensationalized the story, claiming that the painting was cursed and that any home containing it was doomed to burn. The fire brigade, though skeptical, could not ignore the strange pattern. Some firefighters began advising residents to get rid of the paintings, fearing they were somehow connected to the fires. Many owners, gripped by fear, destroyed their copies, burning them or throwing them away. Yet, despite the panic, only one rational explanation has ever been found. Some believe the paintings were made with a fire-retardant material, while others insist that the curse is real. The legend of the crying boy continues to captivate and terrify, a reminder that even the most innocent-looking objects can possibly harbor dark secrets. Perhaps the boy's tears are a warning, a cry of anguish from beyond the grave, urging us to be wary of who or what we invite into our homes. We hope you have enjoyed these small stories. If you did, please like and subscribe, as you won't want to miss our next case.